It's time for the Average Black Man Show. Got the work week done, clocking out, no rushing. About to hit the YouTube streets. Now it's time for a discussion. Only come with the real, can't be fake or frontin'. Don't run from the conversation, there ain't no ducking. Sit back, sip some wine, get into the vibe. Go hit the link and come up on the live. Jump on in the comments and let me pick your mind. Opinions flying free, let's let our thoughts collide. It's the Average Black Man Show, talking about everything you need to know. Sometimes things may get a little heated, but these conversations are needed to help the community heal and grow. Accountability, responsibility, reciprocity, respectability.
And welcome to another Let's Have a Conversation on the Average Black Man Show. You got your regular panel going on right here. And where y'all want to start? You want to start with your first initial thing you was talking about this morning, Meech, about the reciprocity of funds being spent when can you hear me? You on mute. You on mute.
Yeah, we can.
All right, let me find that screen to put that up. Oh man. I think John
But
Mel
it'll
just
be
dropped
no, he back. But it'll be difficult without a woman on the panel
without
because the whole
women.
idea
Right,
was to
right.
ask a woman, like, why is this the case?
Why is this the case, ladies? Ladies, if you're watching, you want to come up and join, write it in the comments. I'll send you the link. You can come up here, join the panel, and educate us. There we go. If she makes more money, why is his money still expected? Do expectations change when income changes? It's the woman saying, I make more. Why should I pay? That don't even make sense. And him saying, why am I still expected to pay? You make more. So
I
what I
mean,
mean, like you said,
what it's saying, if she makes more, why is his money still expected? I think his money should be still expected, but I think both of their money should be expected, right? Like they're both financial, they should both be financial contributors. But what we were talking about this morning is why is it that even, when both parties, especially both parties know that she makes more or she has more financial assets or financial what do you call it?
resources.
Foundation. Like I have a better financial foundation. Why is it that he's still the one spending, even if it's not 100%, he's still spending like 85 and up, 85% of everything they do. He's the one who's still spending. So to me, it goes back to they want all of the benefits of being able to be independent, being able to be, to have all the equality, but they don't want equality when it comes to what men actually do.
That's my asymmetrical paradox. That's the framework I've been working on. That they want all the benefits of tradition, but they don't want to be traditional themselves.
Exactly. Like
come on, I see y'all in I see everybody watching. I appreciate y'all for watching. Drop in the comments. Let me know if y'all want to come up on the panel. Don't be scared. We need some women, especially, please.
Yeah, they still want you to open doors, pay for dates, do all of these things, right? Which for the most part I'm cool with because I've been doing it all my whole life. But I ain't gonna lie, I will feel some type of way if this chick clearly makes substantially more money than me, but yet I'm still looked at, expected to do all that. Because to me, it's like, hey, like when, like when is your money gonna kick in for us to do something? If we're talking about things that need to be paid for, like dates, where we're not even talking about if you guys became a full-fledged couple and combined forces. That's a whole different, subject in itself. We're just talking about straight dating. Like you're in the dating realm and y'all have had enough conversations to where it's clearly established that she's more financially well off than you are, but yet it's still like everything that y'all do date wise is still 100% on you. Y'all taking vacations, y'all going out to eat, y'all doing all these things. It's still 100% on you. To me, that's foul.
Yeah, nobody wants to be used. That's the thing I always explain. Like there's like a lot of conversations I've had with some women in the back. Let me see if I can get some people in the back chat too. Uh, they would use the outliers as examples of that. And this is a double outlier: Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Because ASAP Rocky he worth about 40 million, and Rihanna's a billionaire. And the whole thing is they came out and says that you know even though she's a billionaire, he still pays for everything. He pays the mortgage and all the bills and all of that. Like she get to take her money and do what she want with her money. Now of course this is me personally. I don't think they telling on 100% of the story. Like he may pay all the bills and all of that, but I'm pretty sure she paid for all the trips and the vacations and stuff.
You'd be surprised.
And if she don't, like I said, that's a double exception because one, it's exceptional because both of them are a billionaire and a millionaire. That's a small percentage of a percent of the people in the world. So that's not even a good example to try to use as a comparison, but they do.
No, it's still a good example because the difference between 40 million and a billion
It's a lot, but she still pay
is crazy.
everything.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like
That's the difference between
he's still paying everything.
Right, a dude that makes 60,000 dating a woman that make 120. She make double what he make.
It's a
But then
lot
she,
bigger difference than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot bigger difference than that.
well, I know in their case, but I'm just bringing it, I'm reeling it into something more plausible, like, what I'm saying? Because we can't
To
relate to
give
that.
you an example, you know what a million seconds is? A million seconds is like 11 days. It's like 11 days, somewhere around there. You know what a billion seconds is? 32 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's the difference between their money.
Right.
So keep in mind that's how long it would, like if you look at that context, look how much longer it would take Rihanna to go broke than him.
Right.
But yet he's
Like
still
you
paying
said,
for everything.
and that's just like you said, if they were to spend a dollar every second, he'd go broke in 11 days and well 44 days.
But
He
times 40, but
yeah,
it would take her 32
yeah,
years.
yeah.
You know what I'm
He'd
saying?
go
Like
broke in
his money long gone. His money gone within the year. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Wow, she got
Because
31 more.
his money going in 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. Like 2 months of this, he broke. But yet he's still spending everything. To me, I just think that's foul simply because our genders are different.
Right. What y'all take? Y'all can chime in, John Neal, Percy.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that's crazy. But I don't know, maybe she wants to, she's Rihanna, so maybe she want to feel a certain way. She knows he can't really take care of her the way she want to be, but maybe she just wants to feel like that.
I
Maybe they got
can see that.
And maybe
can
they
see
got
that.
more going on.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some stuff because we're on the outside looking in. So there's definitely from that on that particular scenario, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of variables that we're not privy to. But still, like look at Oprah and Stedman. You know what I'm saying? Like Oprah, I mean, Stedman was a wealthy dude too, but he wasn't on nowhere near on Oprah's level. So to me, I wonder if it goes back to a respect thing. You know what I mean? Like they, in order to feel like they can respect you, like you still got to pay for everything.
And that's what I'm saying. She ain't getting it, you know, she ain't getting her jollies from a bunch of other different places. She got to get it somewhere. She know that she ain't gonna meet a man that make more than her, so she knows she can never fully feel taken care of that way.
Yeah, because 9 out of 10, the dudes who have more money than her, they ain't checking for Rihanna like that.
Hell nah. And then she ain't checking for them because she probably, you know, at that level of money, there's been a level of power that came with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the drawback of success when you're a woman.
oh god.
What's your thoughts on it, Tim? You're muted.
My thoughts on it is when you said the whole respect thing, I think that's what it comes in as, and it's it's kind of interesting psychology to think about because it's like, so you don't respect me if I'm not being the version of a man that you have in your mind. So you're a woman, and you're like, well, me as a woman, and I'm thinking, a man does this, a man does this. As a man, you should do this. As a man, you should do it. And if you aren't doing those things, then in her mind, she's not going to give you the respect of being a man because you're not acting like a man. And it's like it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, how we've all been socially conditioned to believe certain things. The same way that boys are taught not to hit girls, girls are taught, boys are supposed to do this. Boys are taught chivalry. We're taught and conditioned. Open the door, do this. Be polite, and pay for the day. All of that's what we're taught. So so that's why they expect that. So if you're not doing what's been socially conditioned to be the behaviors of what a man is, then you're not a man. So I don't have to respect you as a man. She gonna call you a bitch. I had to say that for Johnny.
Yeah, and we tired of that shit. Fuck all that opening doors now.
See, I think that's what we were all taught. You know what I'm saying? Our generation. I don't know if these young dudes is being taught that.
Shit, they being taught by their mamas.
They being taught about it. And see, and that's another thing too, is it just depends on the type of woman because the ratchet ain't what are they teaching they sons versus the women that are teaching their sons to be the man that they wish they had, that she wishes that he was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's that's a heck of a thing that we're going through today. Oh, were we still on that subject?
Or teaching their sons wrong?
No, we can move unless Janelle want to say something.
Yeah, did you want to chime in more on that? You're muted, Janelle, if you're talking.
He's on mute. He's on mute.
All right, maybe you stepped away.
Yeah, maybe he stepped away. Yeah.
Shoot, we could touch on that freaking song that you played. Because I actually asked someone, even before you even hit me up about it, I asked a couple of people, a couple of women that I sent it to, and I was like, dude, what's like, why is this catchy? Like, why am I hearing about this all of a sudden on all over social media. I listened to it. The lyrics is like mid at best. The hook, I can see how the hook could be kind of catchy. You know, so you know what the song kind of reminds me of? What was that chick that used to sing that song way back in the day? Lick it now, lick it good. Or
Can
whatever.
y'all hear me?
Yeah, I
Kaya,
can hear you.
no, we can hear you now.
I
We can
can't
hear
hear
you
y'all.
now.
Now you're muted.
Now he just muted himself. Yeah. I don't know why he always have these. It's always him.
I think
No,
it's
I'm
he
just
be on his
talking.
phone. Yeah, I think it's
I'm
because he
just
be on
talking
his
crap.
phone.
I'm just talking crap.
But hey, ain't that chick from? Because I think they all from like Florida. That's probably why she sound like that. That's probably why
Yeah,
that reminds me of that.
Kaya might be from Florida. You talking about my neck, my back, right?
Yeah, was that chick from Florida too?
I think she was. Let me see.
But my question is, okay, fine, it caught on. But why is these chicks? Because have you seen the chicks that been getting arrested trying to go out there and boost the stuff?
Right. Somebody put that on there. Somebody made videos. I think I had shared a video with y'all about that.
Yeah, it's like, dude, seriously, like a song that influential. I used to listen to NWA. I wasn't finna go out
No,
there.
she from Philly,
Mm-hmm.
but she was raised in Tampa.
Oh, you
She
talking
grew
about the chick that?
Yeah, my
Oh,
neck,
so
my
she's from
back.
Philly, but she was
But
raised in Tampa. Okay, so still Florida.
Yeah, she moved to Tampa when she was 11.
Oh yeah, she's from Florida.
Yeah, she's from Florida, basically,
Yeah,
right?
all of her,
So you want to talk about that? We can't play the song because copyright.
all of her
We
significant
do.
developmental years was in Florida.
Yeah, we do play it. It got to be just bits and pieces of it. Like he switched to something else.
ODB, what's up?
I think he was on his computer before, and now he's on his phone.
Oh, okay.
If you talking, we don't hear you.
Wait,
Oh, now we
Okay,
hear
I
you.
just heard that. Yeah, I just heard that.
how am I get ODB now? I didn't do that. And I've been on my phone the whole time.
Oh, you still on your phone?
Yeah.
He decided to switch you to ODB. Maybe use a different login or use a different website or something. He might have been on with
ODB.
But yeah,
So
no,
this is what let's see.
can you at least just play the hook? Because I think that's the catchy part.
Now let's see.
Yeah, we don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. Do you hear it on your end?
I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, we don't hear nothing, Tim. Maurice, how you doing? Welcome, man.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on? Y'all hear me all right?
Yep, can hear you.
Welcome to the stage, Maurice. Let me see if I can make that bigger so we can see it better. Yeah, welcome Maurice to the stage.
I don't really need to see it. We just hear it.
No, well, it's a reason I want you to see this video.
What, you want to see them all wilding out to the song?
You got to see who is wilding out.
Oh yeah, man! I saw so many videos with different celebrities wilding out. I saw Lisa Ray dancing to one of them, like Lisa Ray dancing, and of course there was some dudes on their own little panel was judging her. It was like, how you 60 and you still trying to do woo woo wow? I ain't gonna lie, she looked good though. Hey, whatever dance she was doing at 60, Lisa Ray still looked good though.
Yeah, stay focused. Stay focused.
Man.
There we go. Finally, it moved.
What the hell just happened?
So let's see if I can.
I hear everybody. I can't see.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get them because I recorded it off my phone, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it any bigger than this.
I mean, it was big enough for me. Let me make my screen bigger.
All right, now that might be a little better. You can see who it is singing this song.
Look like a bunch of kids. Were they on a school bus or something? I mean, I could see it, but we can't hear it.
Reading the subtitles. Subtitles enough for me.
Now you see it's a bus full of kids, right? Like 11 and down.
Yeah, I can see
11
that.
and down.
That looked like my summer school bus.
Hey, but it looked like why one of them kids looked like he in a car seat.
In the car. He is in the car seat. That's a baby. That is a baby. It's two babies. It's another baby in the car seat in there too. Right
That's
there.
ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous, dude. We cook, man.
It says this is their intermission while they're headed to Disneyland.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just don't. Again, I try to live my best in a no judgment zone. I can't condone that at all.
Right. Not babies like that. No, I'm not like because after this they show high school kids. I don't have a problem. You know, when I was in high school, I was, woke up one morning out some bomb ass, my kind of lips all cruising around the block, called my cousin Snoop as I swoop in the coop, stopped by my homie Blue House to puff on the loop. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm a bit more forgiving when it comes to teenagers, but these are grade school babies. And the fact that they know it verbatim, curse words and
tells you that their parents been bumping it in the house.
Possibly. But you got to remember, we live in this world now.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, still parents. I mean, no matter where you spin it, it's gonna land on the parents. You can spin it however you want. Because how you gonna allow you to spend that much time away from you that you have zero control about what, like zero. I'm not saying you have 100. But you have zero.
And down, I can only hear Tim. I can't hear nobody else talking.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah,
I guess you can't hear you.
Jonell, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear.
Meech is pointing at himself.
I can hear you.
Meech said he can hear you, so you can't hear Meech.
I can't hear Meech. I can hear you.
Man, I don't know what's
Or me.
download the what you call it app, man.
The what?
StreamYard app. It look like a duck because it's only on iPhone.
All right, hold on.
What? Oh, the app is only on iPhone?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So parents definitely play a role, but I would say friends and all that have way more influence. But it also depends, because like me and Tim talked about this before, how growing up, how all of our friends influenced each other, right? But luckily for me, because I was raised with my grandparents, little did I know the foundation that they was instilling in me, in my subconscious. Like I didn't even realize it. So it's like, yeah, in my teenage years, I went out there and wilded out. But at some point, I was just like, you know what, dude, I don't want this life. You know what I'm saying? I want what my grandparents have. You know what I'm saying? I want to have all my kids by one woman. I want to have, I want to own a home. I want all of this. And hanging with these dudes that I'm hanging with, who's either going to jail, dying, having multiple baby mamas. If I keep hanging with these dudes, that ain't gonna happen. So luckily for me, some of what I saw from them still reached. Whereas unfortunately, a lot of my homies that I did used to hang with back then, a lot of these dudes was 55, 60 years old, and they still into some of the same stuff that we was doing as teenagers.
Right.
Which is why I don't hang. It's like
I just
Again, I don't
recently had the
judge,
same
but it's like,
conversation.
dude, I can't hang with y'all, man. We different.
I had this same conversation with D Dog, and he was saying that's why he had to stop going to hang out with some of the homies because he's like, dude, we're 60. And y'all talking about, yeah, cuz, I beat your ass. That's on the set, cuz. Like, dude, you a whole grandfather. Like, like, what are you doing?
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous when you think about it. Remember, I told you how my uncle was like, man, we need the homies to come over here. And I had to tell him, I was like, dude, you 60. Like, what are you talking about? You still need the homies. Like, why do you still have beef with dudes at 60? Oh, because I got squabbles. And then he started, remember I told you, he started yelling. I was like, click. Like, dude, I ain't got time for this. You know what I'm saying? I got time
I
for
got
this.
squad. I got
My last
squabbles.
fight, I was like 20. My last fight, I was like 20 years old.
Right. My last fight was something like that too, and it was. You don't remember Monique and Barika? That because it was a dude named Taz.
I remember the names.
Yeah, it was because you know I had smashed Monique, and I guess Taz was her boyfriend, and so we just
Hold on,
walking
Tim,
down.
you know this is on live, right?
Talking about years. Yeah, I'm talking about years and years ago. I'm talking about gangbang years. Yeah. My wife watching, she my biggest fan. That's called support, baby. But no, but so matter of fact, we were walking up Hemlock. We were walking up Hemlock towards Paris, and I guess, dude, the Ashwood Apartments. We were passing the Ashwood Apartments, and they was like, "That's the dude Trip right there that was messing with Monique," and I'm just like, "But what did I do?" You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, me and the dude fighting. That is the last fight I remember.
Yeah, I've
And
had a
that
lot
had
of
to
close
been
calls, but
that had to
age
been
and maturity. Yeah, age and maturity, you're able to
I had to be
de-escalate.
I had to been 1920s, like you said, 1920, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
I was still in high school, so I don't know.
You said you were still in high school?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like, I don't even, like, why am I?
I may be highballing it when I say 20. I know I wasn't older than 20.
I can tell you right now, like, I got to a certain point in time, unless you deserve to die, there's no reason to be put.
Yeah, you don't even deserve that energy.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I have to make the conclusion that you deserve to die for me to want to engage with you physically in any way like that, like, why are we doing this? Like, this thing called, like, words. We can talk it out. If whatever it is that y'all are upset about, we just separate. I go my way, you go your way. This world big enough. This world is big enough. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it has to get to that point where, like, I am severely offended by what you're doing because you're about to kill me or hurt me, or that's the only reason I can see me put my hands on somebody else. Or that's the only reason I see it.
Yeah, because otherwise it ain't worth it. When you think about all of the consequences that can follow that, it ain't worth. Like you could hit someone, right, and just so happen to hit them in that right spot, mess around, they die. Now you facing a murder charge. You didn't even try to do all of that. It was just you just had a moment. Like, you know how many people is either dead or in jail because they had an emotional moment. It's like, dude, it ain't even worth it.
Emotions. As a man, the number one thing you need to master is your emotions. I mean, that's what separates us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes us human men, is our ability to compartmentalize our emotions appropriately. You can't do that, you're in trouble.
Man, for real. All right, where was we at, Tim? What was we talking about before we segued to that?
We were talking about Carisha song.
Okay, so did we ever talk about the Spin That song?
Yeah, that's Carisha's song. Spin That.
Oh, that's the chick name?
Yeah, Young Miami, Carisha.
I've yet to hear it. I just hear everybody talking about
I will
it.
play it, but like I said, copyright. I probably could play like you said a little bit of it.
No, it's
Yeah.
all right. Don't bother.
Yeah, I was gonna say just play a snippet of the hook. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I can see how it's catchy as far as the hook, but I don't see how it's so influential where it influenced young chicks to go out and start trying to steal from Louis Vuitton and all these different places and getting crack.
Nah,
The same. It influenced those girls because they're teenage girls that are impressionable. The same way Big Pimpin' inspired dudes to try to be pimps. It's the same way hood songs inspire dudes to want to sell dope. It's the same. The psychology is the same. It's because you look at those people as idol figures. Like role models. We used to call Pac Reverend Pac and Pastor Pac. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's the same for them. They see these young girls and be like, oh, I want to be popping like her. We used to see Pac and then be like, oh, they G's. I want to be a G like them. It's the same psychology.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just now we live in a society to where the rap stars now are women. It's all women led. The biggest rappers right now that are men is what? Kendrick, J. Cole.
They don't even like that. Like Kendrick got some clout, but J. Cole, they love putting music on the back burner.
Right, look, Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake. Those are the biggest names in the males. NBA YoungBoy. Those are the biggest.
Yeah, I wouldn't say even though I love J. Cole, I wouldn't say that he's big like that.
Yeah, I like him because it makes sense.
Yeah, I love him. Out of everyone that you just named, he's my favorite. But I wouldn't say that as far as like his status, he's not on their level. He's not on a Kendrick.
I'm just talking about big names, like commercial names. But when you look at the women's side, they dominate. Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? Scarlett, Sexy Red. Yeah, that's 7 right there. Just real quick.
They all have a certain, they all have the same type of vibe.
Yeah,
that stripper.
No, not Glorilla. Glorilla's like she got that masculineness you were talking about earlier. Right, so
yeah, that's crazy. I'm still tripping how they're that influenced by the song to where they actually go and start stealing.
The same way, like I said, psychology is the same. The same way dudes was. My bad. Go ahead.
No, my bad. There's a little delay and everything. The issue is that these people, the ones that are stealing are gonna steal. They were stealing before. Now there's like a megaphone on the fact that this behavior is appropriate, and you got a bunch of kids. I told you we're always gonna circle back to one thing every single time. You got a bunch of kids. They ain't getting raised by nobody. And all they got is the music and their friends and what's going on. And you remember being a kid, the dude that was acting up the most, you got everybody's attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's human nature. So when you see these people, like imagine you have no guidance, you have no sense of right or wrong, you have no home training, no proper upbringing, and then you have this person that's drawing all your attention. What else do I got?
And all of your friends that you hang around all think that person is cool.
No, they don't need to be like your group of friends. Like you see this one person drawing that much attention, your friends are paying attention to it too. You all cut from the same cloth. Mm-hmm. But the fact that this person is drawing that much attention and you have no foundation, it's gonna carry you away. Because wherever your eyes are is the direction that you're gonna walk. That's human nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though I didn't realize it at the time, well, I thank my grandparents for giving me the foundation that they did.
Yeah.
I thought they was the meanest folks ever back in the day, but now it's like, okay, I get it.
I mean, even back then, you knew what they was talking about made sense. You just didn't like it.
Yeah, that's true.
right? Like I can
That's
tell you, a lot of these kids out here, they know what's right and what's wrong. They just don't like it, and there's also that additional no consequence. The other reason you didn't do the stupid stuff is you knew you would have to answer for it.
yeah.
That's why I say no matter what we talk about, it'll circle back to the one thing every single time. If you have no parents that's doing what they need to be doing, there's no like. What's the first thing a kid says to you when you try to tell them what to do?
The first thing the kid says when they do what?
When you try to tell them what to do.
I know.
What? Okay. Second thing.
I know.
No, I'm talking about a kid that's not yours. Random kid.
Oh, kids, that's not yours. You ain't my daddy.
You ain't my
You ain't my daddy.
You ain't my mom. You ain't my dad.
Like they know who they daddy are.
Mm-hmm.
They probably don't even have a dad. Probably don't even have a grandpa. But that's the first thing they'll say.
That's what I'm saying. You
Because
ain't my daddy. Like you know who you? How you know?
but instinctively, they know the one person that has authority over them is their parents. They know that. So, like I said, say what you want. Blame this, blame that. I got one person to blame. Or one group of people.
Right. Man, it's like you said, Meech. I'm trying not to be judgmental because I know where we come from,
Mm-hmm.
and
No,
we
you're the
come.
right
We, you know,
that's the person to judge. If you're in the pit and you got yourself out the pit,
right?
and you see other people in the pit,
Because we wasn't called YNs.
you're the only person that's capable of judging.
Yeah, because we wasn't YNs. We was YBs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We was
I
the
mean, that's one of the reasons why I just try not to judge people in general. But that doesn't mean that I don't observe, and I'm like, oh yeah, you shouldn't. You wilding out. Like y'all be on that on some weird stuff.
And I got to make not to cut you off, but YGB because YB is something else in today. So we was YGB. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
But well, yeah, no, we was just they called us YGs back then. But yeah, it's I mean, my question is this, because some of these people look so lost to where they don't look like they ever gonna, come out of it. Like some of them just look so far gone. When you look like that poster that you put up when you had the YBs versus the YNs or whatever, some of them just look so far gone that they'll never recover. Especially, again, no judgment, but especially the ones that got tattoos like covering their whole freaking body, face, and all of that. It's like, dude, you so into the life that is like, are you ever gonna grow out of that?
Yeah, and that look is something that you can't escape. Like, yeah, like you said, you might be 20 and do that, and then when you're 45, now you got face tattoos of all. You know what I'm saying? Now you're trying to get a job somewhere, and they looking at you like, you trying to rob the place or what?
I gotta call Meech out for a second. So every time you say the phrase "not to judge," you end up with a judgment.
Because you got a little bit of static, Maurice, on my end. I don't know how you sound to anybody else, but on my side, when you talk, there's a little bit of static.
I'm getting some knocking on my end, bro. How's that? Okay.
No, you still got a little static.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good. All right, now what was you saying?
Oh, I was saying that every single time you say this phrase,
Yeah,
Yeah,
every time.
Like you was good when you said it, and then as soon as you start talking, it went right back to that static.
Right. You turned your volume all the way down now.
Hello now?
I don't. You might have a wiring issue or something. I don't know. Or
I gotta get this new. Hold on.
Perfect.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, now say everything you just said.
Well, this joke's done played out now.
No, because we didn't hear it.
Oh,
Yeah, we didn't.
I was gonna say every single time you say the phrase "not to judge," you end up with a judgment right after. Like you
Not
say,
to judge.
and then there's the judgment. Boom.
I
So
mean,
don't run away from judgment, bro. You're going to judge. This is part of what we got to do. You can't say something's wrong without the judgment. You have to judge it. You have
yeah,
to.
which is true. Which is true.
So don't run away
try
from
my
it, bro.
best to-
Don't hide behind that phrase. It's not just you. I be getting on everybody about that.
Yeah, no, because I want to accept people for who they are, right? Because
That's not-
I'm big on that. Because I want to be accepted for who I am, right?
Nah,
But
no,
at the same time, I can't help but look like, man, some of these groups is holding us back.
no.
Because unfortunately, when you look worldwide, right? When they look at the image of Black people worldwide, that's what you see. Because that's the culture. Because you can see that's the culture that they copy. You look in Japan, you look in Korea, you look in Germany. Like when they copy Black culture, they usually copy in that culture.
Yeah, the loudest, the one that's more apparent. That's one. Yeah,
Exactly.
When you said the phrase, I want to accept people. You don't want to accept people for who they are. Yes, there's an essence to them. You want to accept people for being people, but people are their behaviors. That's what you see. That's what you interact with. Their behavior. You don't see anything. You don't get to see the essence of the person. You don't deal with the essence of the person. Yeah, you want to accept that. There's nothing to judge there. What you're judging is behavior. And whatever you're accepting is their behavior. And you have to appropriately judge whether or not we accept this behavior or we don't. You don't want anybody to treat you that way either. Just accept whatever bullshit you give them.
Yeah, no, that's true. Now, so let me clarify. When I say I want to accept people for who they are, what I mean by that is like at their core, right? Like just who they are at their core. So there's behaviors. There's behaviors like if they drink, they smoke, and then they behave a certain way after that. What I'm talking about is their core is the person who decided to mark up their body, right? Like that's who they are. Okay, they decided to mark their body up. So I accept you that you're that type of person that did that. Now, having said that, by me being able to accept people, I still determine whether or not I could accept them, but I could accept you from a distance to where it's like, okay, yeah, I accept that that's who you are, but you're just not going to be in my space.
I mean, you're better than me because I look at that person. I'm judging you crazy. Because it's the behavior. You mute.
You better than me. That's judgment right there. You better than me.
No.
Hey, that's old school Black judgment. You a better man than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is essentially saying like, doggone, you a fool, right?
Yeah. You better than me because I wouldn't do it. That's what they saying.
Yeah, exactly.
No, for
But
real.
if you like it, I love it. That's that.
There's a reason. Like, yeah. If you like, I love it. That's another one. Yeah, there's a reason you choose not to do what that person did, and there's a reason you look at that thing and you say that's off. Whether or not there's a plausible route of success in that route. You're gonna look at it like nobody looked at Prince and said that's not odd. Right?
Yeah.
You look at Prince.
When he first came out, it's like after a while we accepted that that's just who he was. But when he first came out, it was like, dude, who's this dude?
Exactly. We looked at him as
a trip because
now
I don't know if he influenced that whole 80s look, but for the 80s, a lot of dudes look like chicks in the 80s.
Mind you, it was a road to success.
Androgynous.
Yeah, the androgynous look. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a road of success for him.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean one, it's repeatable. Or two, it's
I don't know. Young Thug and what's the other one name? Lil Uzi Vert and all of them. And what's it? Little Nas X. It looked pretty repeatable actually. Nah,
ain't none of them dudes as iconic as Prince, man.
But iconic to us. They're not our generation.
I mean, even still, I don't think 30 years from now, the same way that we look at Prince as an icon, I don't think Little Uzi Vert gonna be an icon.
Never know.
Like, I mean,
no. Even okay.
Prince is an icon worldwide.
I'm about to bring y'all into our mortality, right?
All right,
because we didn't already seen our parents' people get the awards. Now we're living through the time where we're seeing our people we seeing Mary J. Blige getting icon awards and Mary J. Blige our age. You know what I'm saying? So you think in 50 years they're gonna give Mary J. Blige another award? No, they're gonna give it to who's out right now. We're gonna see what's your boy Kendrick in 20, 30 years gonna be getting the Icon of the Year award. Because they already given it.
I can see Kendrick getting the iconic award, not Little Uzi Vert.
You'd be surprised. Let him have a hit that go a couple of months and he an icon. This spin that song. She gonna be
No, I don't think. I think you're not considering what icon means. Like icon is like a global type thing. Prince is global. Michael Jackson's global. Lil Uzi Vert, all them dudes is not
global. They global.
No, they're not global like
they
that.
Global.
Okay.
They global.
So Uzi Vert start having people pass out just for standing on stage and not moving for 10 minutes.
They don't do stuff like that. They don't do stuff like that anymore. They don't concerts ain't a thing like they was when we was coming up. Digital media is physical media is not a thing like it was when we was coming up.
They still have concerts. Dude, okay. So tell me what artists did that back then when concerts was a thing besides Michael Jackson.
But had people falling out? Every single man group had women throwing panties at the stage and falling out. Every single man group. Keith Sweat
at the same capacity as MJ.
Well, Mike was selling out soccer stadiums with 100,000 people. That's
icon.
Son, Mike is an outlier. You really, whenever you try to judge this stuff,
the only modern day equivalent to Michael Jackson would be Beyonce, and so that's true.
You can't sleep on it. I don't like it. You can't sleep on it, but you guys can't sleep on Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor Swift too. Yep, that's true.
Yeah, she's up there.
That's true. But you see how we only counting 2, 1, 2, 3, and they give out an Icon of the Year award every year that there's an award season.
Yeah, so, honestly.
So after Taylor Swift get hers, after Beyonce get hers, after Kendrick get his, and whomever else, who's left? Sexy Red, right? I'm just being for real.
You have to understand too.
I'm just being for real.
Yeah, these awards they give them out like candy, bro. Like, I mean, I don't
think them chicks. If anything, Nicki Minaj maybe, but I don't think the mother chicks.
Nicki Minaj.
I think you gotta have stand power to get those.
Nicki Minaj, Glorilla, and Meg Thee Stallion. Cardi B gonna get one for sure. And the reason I'm saying this is because like Cardi B, only 2 women have ever won this particular award for hip hop. The first person that won it was Lauryn Hill, and then 21 years later, Cardi B won it. Them the only 2 women to win this. I can't remember the exact category, but those are the only 2 women to ever win this particular hip hop artist award. So then, and to me, I don't like Cardi. Cardi got 5 ghostwriters.
But that's what I'm saying. So you
just
none of them chicks is probably gonna win it. Because you know how many dope female MCs has been between like even before Lauryn Hill.
Before who?
Even before Lauryn Hill. How many dope women MCs it was? And then Cardi B was the next one. I think it was mainly because Cardi B was like the hot chick at the time. Was like the hot female rapper. But she had hit after hit after hit.
And that's what I'm saying. They gonna base this Icon award on. It's prom. It's a popularity contest.
Yeah, but I don't think none of them chicks besides Cardi and maybe Nicki have hit after hit after hit. A lot of these chicks that I'm hearing, they're like Afro Man.
No, as I said, like I said, The biggest ones right now, the biggest female names are uh, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Meg The Stallion, and Glorilla. Those are the top. They the biggest ones right now.
Yeah, can't forget about Sexy Red, bro.
Would you say, Purse?
So you can't forget about Sexy Red.
Nah,
Oh yeah, I think we mentioned Sexy Red earlier.
Yeah, but she's not hot right now in this moment.
Yeah, I think Sexy
And
Red
the
had
reason,
15 minutes.
a big reason of why she became popular too, is because she's perceived to be authentic.
In what way?
Just that she just, the stereotypical. She real because she ghetto and all of that. All she wants, I can relate to her because she real. Ooh, she keep. That's why I like her. Cause that's why people like Cardi too. Because Cardi just open her mouth and let the words fall out. And they be like, Cardi real. See how this why I rock with Cardi because Cardi keep it real. Cardi ain't about that bullshit.
true,
Cardi.
true. No,
Okay.
she be drugging dudes and stealing their money. True.
Yeah, I can see that because that's how we felt about like Tupac and DJ Quick Nam back in the day. We felt like they was dudes that we knew.
No, that it was the homies, right? Let me see if I got that picture still. Here we go. Since we talking about this, I'm gonna put it on the screen for a couple of seconds. Now, Maurice is also a musician and he's into music. Do you
Okay.
think there is a hypocrisy in how when men would say things that were considered to be demeaning to women that they were condemned for it, but now that women are saying that about themselves, they're being celebrated for it?
That's assuming the standards should be the same, and I don't think the standards should be the same between men and women. I don't think you judge men by the same metrics you judge women. You don't judge women by the same metrics you judge men. So there is a double standard, and there should be a double standard.
My stance is right what this say on the screen. It's where double standard meets hypocrisy. Because if it's a problem for me to say, damn, she got a big old booty, but I want to hit, dang, I want to smash it. Oh yeah, I let her top me up and give me some, and then that's so degrading. That's a shame. Would you let your mama listen to this music? And then the women come out with, I'm a bad bee with a BBL with a booty. I put this thing in your mouth and have you drinking my juice, and you know what I'm saying? And the women is like, hey, that's jam. You know what I'm saying? That's hypocrisy. Is it not? Or is it? That's what I said.
No, I mean I think it's both. I think it's a double standard. I mean, it's clearly hypocrisy. But I think it's the double standard that most of us as men can accept that there's double standards. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we understand that we can't say these things, but it's cool for them to say it.
I mean, you got to understand is if there's a double standard, then what are you being hypocritical about? Like, if you accept that there is a double standard and there should be a double standard, now you're judging against that alternate standard. So therefore, you can't be hypocritical.
All right. So there was a whole movement of women that came together. This women's movement led by C. Dolores Tucker and Dionne Warwick. And they went all the way to Congress and was like, these records, they was in the street with picket signs, stepping on records and stuff. These men are degrading black women. They're objectifying women. This is hard. They're calling women bitches and whores. And this is terrible. And now, where are those women saying, hey, young lady, you shouldn't degrade yourself and say that you shouldn't call yourself a bitch. You shouldn't call yourself a hoe. You shouldn't do it. That's hypocrisy. Right? I get the double standard from an individual person standpoint, but when it's a movement of people that come together to say this is bad in music, we shouldn't have this in music because it creates a demeaning image for young ladies. And when men were doing it, we're protesting it. But when women do it, oh, this is so empowering. We're taking back the word bitch. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's
that's why I say it's both. To me, technically speaking, it's hypocrisy. But we also accept that that's just a double standard that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
You know what? I think inherent in this is the same problem that people have with like the same issue that we as a society is dealing with when we talk about like addictions. Like addictions inherently don't hurt anybody else. They hurt the person that's addicted, right? And that's what makes it so difficult to deal with, right? Because if they were hurting somebody else, all you gotta do is remove the object of whatever they're hurting and problem solved. But if you have a situation where, you know, you got these women rapping about, you know, essentially demeaning themselves on stage, how do you remove the object? Like you can't separate. So it becomes like even mentally speaking, right? You could speak to a man and say, you know what, you shouldn't treat women that way. It's not appropriate, this, that, and the other. And then you can create this ostracization or a separation from this man and exclude him and like socially punish him to some degree if he chooses not to follow. But when a woman does it to herself,
that's where shame needs to come back into style because like you, what your example you gave is that when men do it, men need to come and say, hey, you shouldn't do this to women. It should be women coming in saying it should be
right.
No, but I'm saying it should be women coming in telling other women, don't disrespect yourself, don't objectify yourself for these men. You know, they got the male gaze. Oh, the male gaze is so horrible. We shouldn't. And then they put on panties and bra and go do a concert. But no, but why? When men have women in their videos booty shaking and wearing bikinis, it's objectification of women. These men are objectifying these women. But when the woman got the same video where she's twerking in a bikini with the bottom of her burning bush hanging out the shorts, but somehow that's different. So where are the women where are the women saying you shouldn't be doing this because you're inspiring other little girls to do this the same way that it was with the gang banging and the dope dealing and all of that, you know? Hey, little me, you see what I'm saying?
Listen,
that's my dilemma.
I hear what you're saying. It's just a hard argument to make because there's no natural stance against it for women because they're doing it to themselves, right? You have to get them to actually believe, because if okay, let's just take it between me and you. Let's say you calling me out my name, right? I can say to you, you know, what you're doing is wrong, and I can get a coalition of people to tell you what you're doing is wrong very quickly, very easily, because it's obvious. But if I'm calling myself out of my name, what am I going to say to this person? What am I going to say to me? What are you going to say to me?
So it's kind of like us calling ourselves the N-word and then
then when you're not around,
a white person do it.
Yeah, and then when you're not around, and I'm alone in my room, and I'm doing it still. Now I'm in this repetition cycle. I'm retraining my whole entire psyche. Like when one person does a harm to themselves, they get a lot of repetition doing it outside of other people. Whereas when you're offending other people, you need the object to do it, and the object is only in your proximity and a limited time.
I get the idea behind what you're saying, like when you gave the example about when a person does drugs, they don't essentially hurt themselves, but they don't. Which is why people hold interventions for them. The whole family come together because they don't want you see what I'm saying? And when it comes to what we're talking about right now, when it's this music is the drug the music is the drug that's being dealt to other people. So there's impressionable kids that's like, ooh, you got that rap? Oh, give me some more of that rap. You know what I'm saying? You see, so the thing itself, that the thing to be removed would have to be the rap, the music, in this particular context of it, not just hip hop, period, but in this particular context of it.
Yeah,
Because rewind the clock back, we got EPMD, African Boombata, Dead Press, Slum Village, right? Fast forward to today, it's everything is NWA and the Snoop and the Dogg Pound and Death Row. That's all there is. And then when it come to women, you roll the clock back. You had Queen Latifah, Moni Love, MC Light. Fast forward to today, everybody is Trina. Everybody is Little Kim, right?
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So there's not even a variety of what drug you want to smoke.
Yeah, you're misusing the analogy. You're saying the drug is the music, where I'm saying the drug is the fact that you're hurting yourself. Like, that's the drug. And you have women out here hurting themselves actively, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, hurting themselves. That's the drug that they're promoting. Hurt yourself. And
Right.
so,
Okay.
so therefore, everybody's going out and hurting themselves by calling themselves all these names, and that's what they're addicted to. So and they continue to do that. So like it becomes like a fundamental issue on how do you get this person to stop hurting themselves.
But I think what Tim is saying, that the music being the drug is also hurting other people.
Okay, that goes back to the whole like intervention thing where, you have family members, but why are they there? To tell you to stop hurting yourself. And that's why it's so hard. Because the number one issue is them hurting themselves. Right? They're the primary, because there's primary, there's secondary, there's tertiary, right? And the primary issue is they're hurting themselves. That's the first person that's getting damaged. Even when those other people that love you so very much are not around, you're still hurting yourself, where they can't witness it, where they can't see the damage, where they can't feel that, oh, we're getting hurt. The primary issue is that they're hurting themselves.
Yeah, for the most part. Well, my dispute to that is, like, I had an uncle who just passed recently who was on drugs most of his life. Mm-hmm. Most of us, it's like, yeah, do we care? Do we love him? Yeah, but he had been on drugs so long that we accepted it as just him, right? But where he hurt us was when he would come steal from us, stuff like that, whenever he was around. So it's like, dude, we can't be around you because now your habit is affecting us.
But see how you were able to solve that one problem, him stealing from you? That was easy to solve. The problem of him hurting himself, not easy to solve.
Yeah, because he hurt himself till death.
Yeah.
If we're saying it like that, he hurt himself till death.
Yeah.
Like he never stopped.
It's unfortunate, but that's when you're talking about someone hurting themselves and versus hurting other people, one is fundamentally easier to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when the analogy of the music being the drug, even though, so we can't really look at the artist, we got to look at the consumer of the music.
Yeah, because what they're handing out is not, this music is dope, I enjoy the music. They're handing out, it is acceptable and okay for me to continue hurting myself. That's the drug.
Mm-hmm.
I can settle there. I can settle there because, but I'm still like I settle there, but then I still have the second, I'll call it a secondary argument, because the argument, you know what I'm saying? Because what you're saying, I can settle there, and I agree. But then the secondary argument becomes that this person that's hurting themselves now has such an influence over so many other people to where now they want people. They're getting people to do drugs with them, and now they're influencing people to hurt themselves. It's a suicide pact now.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that word. I came up with that analogy in my head. I didn't want to say it.
Oh, so see, that was he was here. He was,
Yeah, you finally we got it on each other's page. That was good. That was good.
right.
That's why it's hard.
So,
It's hard for me to see the hypocrisy. Once you understand it the way I understand it, I can't see the hypocrisy. Double standard, yeah, definitely. I just don't see the hypocrisy.
yeah. Get this out the way.
Well, I suppose
You got anything you want to bring up?
suppose the hypocrisy is if the chick who was saying it now felt differently when the dude was saying it to her.
Yeah.
Then
There
I
you
guess, then that's where the hypocrisy is.
Like,
So what Tim was saying with the hypocrisy wasn't necessarily for the chicks that's singing it. It was for the what's that lady that you said
Dolores Tucker and all of them beyond work. That movement.
who's like, dude, where
They
y'all
had a
at
whole
now?
movement, right?
So they're the ones who's being
you were-
hypocrites.
whatever you were standing on before, it was bullshit. Because
Yeah,
just
it's like
once
the hypocrites are the ones who
too.
was strong and really, really boisterous against something, and then now all of a sudden it's crickets when the other side is doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the chicks
Right.
themselves, the chicks themselves that's singing the music, they probably accepted when the dudes was calling them that, which is why they called.
They loved it. They loved it, and the proof is when we all went to the club when we was 20 and doom doom da doom 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 da doom doom doom, they all ran to the dance floor. When 2 Live Crew came on.
That's
Uncle Luke.
so true, man. That's so true.
Too short.
Too Short, old school Too Short, like 1985 Too Short.
Right. What's my favorite word? And the women be saying it.
Man.
Yeah, that's a whole different problem.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the songs are degrading to women, but as soon as they hear Cash Money for the 99 2000, they run into the dance floor like a herd of a buffalo.
No, remember the biggest hit? Remember the biggest hit? Doom, doom, doom. To the window.
The Young Yang Players to the Young Yang Queens, right? Right. They love that. That's what I'm saying. They love that. You wasn't going to the club not hearing that.
No.
You wasn't going to the club hearing some I'm calling out to all my nope, that ain't in the club. That ain't in the club. What's in the club? Big booty hoes, pop with it, who's your mama? And they stampede into the dance floor.
Stampeding is right.
And they stampede into the dance floor.
Yeah. Stampeding is right. Stampeding is right.
And that's all you see these days is twerking.
But then again, I mean,
Right.
It's way more widespread than it was back then. I mean, they was doing it back then too, but now it's just like, and you know what? It's probably because just because it's social media and you can just see it everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like you ain't even got to be at the club to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like you see it all over social media. You can pull it to a McDonald's. If someone pull up and they play in their car, some chick may just bust out and do a twerk real quick while she walking into the restaurant.
Honestly, it's the same. I think it's the same. Yeah, I'm just spitballing this out here. Right?
Yeah, relatively, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just spitballing this out. I don't think it's too much different than the rubbernecking phenomenon. You know, you see a wreck, and you slow down all the traffic because you're trying to see what the heck is going on. And I think that's what it is. So much so that people are doing it so much that they're causing accidents themselves. That's probably why that other person got into an accident, because they saw an accident. For me, that kind of fully explains like social media, and like you see this thing and then you see it over and over again. Pretty soon you're affected by that accident and you start shaking your ass on camera, because that's what we do now. Because again, where your eyes are faced, whatever you're paying attention to, you're going to become that. You're going to head towards that direction. It's a human nature thing.
Yeah, I agree. Human behavior.
Yeah. Because I mean, anything exciting, anything that draws your attention, that's what you focus on. Pretty soon, especially if you don't have foundation or critical thinking, you're just going to be influenced by it, and pretty soon it's going to be normal, and you're going to be doing it, not knowing why neither.
Right. Yep. I think he got a phone call. And in this brief intermission, how is the cookie and how's the cookie man and the pencil doing?
So I haven't really spoken much. I just actually got on the phone with Dedrick, Cookie Man, and he's doing all right. He was going through some medical stuff, but
yeah, I was gonna say the last I spoke to him. I know he jumped on one of the back chat calls briefly and said he had a little spell. Yeah. And I'll be seeing I see Little Miss Pencil playing with birds on her page all the time.
Yeah, no, she loves her chickens. Apparently, one got mauled by a fox or something.
Oh no! Oh, I remember that she posted that, and they went hunting. They went hunting for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I don't have I don't got the other thing no more. I think I deleted it. The twerking pencil. The twerking pencil. Yeah. But thank you to everybody that's in the that's watching. Please hit the like. I appreciate that. It's free. It don't cost you nothing but a finger tap. And you know it really helps with the algorithm. And you know, check out the page and some of the actual videos on there where more serious things are discussed other than big booty hoes.
I thought it was talking about the whole "my money, your money" thing.
Well, yeah, that was earlier. Yeah, I don't think you could find the link earlier with that.
Oh, okay.
And they've been, like you see, Percy just fell off. A lot of people have been having technical difficulties. But what are your thoughts on that? The "my money, your money"?
See, funny, like I don't know where I got my philosophy from, because I spoke with my mom not too long ago, and she thought my idea was crazy. So I don't even know where I got. For me, there's no such thing as if you in a committed marriage type relationship. I throw it out there. We can talk about that another time. But if you in a committed marriage type relationship, there's no such thing as "my money, your money." I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. I don't think it's beneficial for anybody, because you're supposed to be one, right? You know, if you want, biblically speaking, one flesh. But even outside of like the Christian realm, there needs to be a common goal. There needs to be a common focus. Like if you're supposed to be a team, you know, you can't have, you know, a two-headed beast. It doesn't work that way. It don't work that way. So you got to have one goal, one mission. One person needs to be the spear. I mean, the spearhead. The other person needs to be the spear rod. and the spear doesn't fly unless both are heading in the same direction. So it never made sense to me where, like, whenever I hear these setups where, you know, each person has their own money, they spend their own money, they split bills 50-50. That's just it doesn't make any sense, because again, I mean, then we're surprised when they split up, like, because they was never going the same direction anyway.
Wait, you saying it don't make sense to you when people go 50-50 and share the responsibility? Is that
Like splitting bills down the middle, you pay the electric, I pay the gas. It just never made any sense. It never made sense to me.
so
Like,
teamwork don't make sense to you? Because I see that I hear teamwork, so I'm like, so
you
it don't
know,
make sense to you to be a team?
no, because the way I always envisioned it, the same way I ran my house when I was married, was you work, I work, money comes in. It's like water, right? You go get a bucket of water, I go get a bucket of water. I may get more water, you may get less water, more water, whatever, don't matter. We're gonna put it in this one tub of water. Now, if I need to brush my teeth, I go in that water. If you need to take a shower, you go in that water. You need to cook, we go into that water, right? But also too, if each of us want, like, to go play in the water, we're gonna say, okay, we can't just take whatever we want out of this water. Here's the size of the bucket that you can take for whatever you want to do. You want to go do whatever it is personal that's not like a function of the house. Then you go take that water. Don't come back.
And see, that's where I become a firm believer in the whole. Oh, there's a delay. But I was saying that's why I become a firm believer in the idea of like the joint bucket of water. Like you said, this person makes a bucket of water, this person makes a bucket of water. Then we're gonna decide to have a bucket of water right here. You pour in what you pouring in, and I pour in what I'm pouring in. Now, that bucket is for everything we need together to function together. Now, outside of that bucket, you still have your own bucket.
But I'm a little bit more extreme, because I said pour. I dumped the whole bucket. We dump it.
The whole bucket.
Yeah, we dumped it.
Okay.
Like, okay, I'm gonna put this much. No. We dump the whole thing in there, and then we decide how much each of us is gonna have for personal bucket water. So that way, it's fully transparent. There's no questioning about where we're going, what's happening. You know, how are we? You know, what are the plans? It's all there. There's no guessing about it. You know, whatever needs to be saved needs to be saved. There's no, I'm saving, like, this whole, like, secret stash of money I keep from this person. That's crazy to me, because it just doesn't.
That's something I only hear women say. That's something I've only heard women say.
Yeah, I don't want to say that.
To have an escape fund. No, I'm just being real.
No, but the mentality of my money, your money, it breeds that, right? Because let a guy speak like that, like, oh, this is my money, don't touch it. That literally, they have a name for it. They call it financial abuse immediately.
Right, it's controlling, financial abuse, and all that. Right.
Let a woman stash money. It's just a plan B, just in case.
It's the double standard, right?
That's insane to me. Insane. Both situations are insane.
That reminds me of I don't know. It was a joke I had posted on my page. I'm crazy, but there was a joke that reminds me that it says, "This is the double standards between men and women that women don't realize." The guy says, "I'm in the mall. I got my nephew with me. I'm pushing my nephew in the stroller, and I'm just walking through the mall. She's a random woman just walks up to me and saying, 'Hi, is that your son?' He's like, 'No, this is my nephew.' She's like, 'Oh my God, he's just so handsome. I can't wait till when you grow up, you come find me. You're gonna be my boyfriend.' And then he's like, and then she walked away like it was nothing. And the comedian says, "Now, I challenge any man in this room to
Right.
go to the mall and walk up to a random person pushing the baby in the stroller and say, 'You're going to be my girlfriend when you grow up.'"
Nope. That's a wrap. Getting locked up that night.
That same day, you wouldn't even make it out the mall.
Yeah, you're getting
You
locked
be
up.
in you be leaving the mall in handcuffs, right?
She'd be talking to the security guard. They'd be over there in the corner and she'd be pointing at you. She'd be pointing a
Right.
finger.
It was him. He's a creep. Yeah. It was
Exactly.
him.
Yeah,
That guy right there.
yeah. You're done. You're cooked. All done. I mean, you've seen how they did Michael
Mhm.
Jackson, right?
Right.
Let that happen.
And see, that's another thing that I think is
Also, let that be a female.
not. It would have been nothing.
Yeah.
Right. It was there was a clip of Justin Bieber when he's like 13 or 14, and he won an award, and he goes up on the stage, and I think I forget who the celebrity hostess was, and she just grabs him and just, "You're so cute, so cute," and he's looking like,
Yeah. You
"I'm
assault.
uncomfortable, man." He's like, "That wasn't cool," and the audience is, and he's serious, like, "No, man, that wasn't cool."
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
So, but let that have been the other way around. Let that have been a male celebrity
It don't even get.
and
I
a teen.
remember that clip that was going around about like it was like Bill Clinton, some other guys on the stage, and Ariana Grande was going up to sing or something like that. All they was doing was looking.
Oh, that was Jimmy Carter's funeral.
Yeah. All they was doing was looking, and that was it. That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
They were fully in suspect.
Yeah.
Fully.
People, did you see the ones where people were like putting voiceovers like this is what they really say? It was Jesse Jackson and Bill Clinton. It's like,
Yo, Jesse Jackson. That's who it was.
yeah,
But you know
I
what?
remember that
Thing is,
vividly.
Standard that I don't mind. I really don't mind that double standard because the threat is most likely going to come from men than it is going to come from women. Not to say that women are exempt from being, pedophile. As we can see, I don't know if you noticed in the news cycle lately, all these teachers, all these female teachers getting involved with their students and whatnot. So yeah. So that's definitely out there.
But even see, and with that, it's like they're being held accountable, but at the same time they're getting slaps on the wrist.
Yeah,
So it's like, can I really be upset because something is happening? You know what I mean? Like, because they are going to prison, whereas the male teachers go to prison for 15 years, they're going to prison for 3.
Yeah. They're just automatically seen as innocent. Like when it comes to like a violation of the law, like what is it? The Lady Liberty. Lady Liberty is blind. The Lady Liberty needs to be blind.
Literally peeking, like,
Oh yeah, she should be peeking a little bit too much because it's supposed to be like you violate, you get the sentence. Period. Like they need to stop playing around with it. They play around with it too much.
So what is it that y'all talking about?
I think it's about to switch the subject.
Or what was y'all
just
talking
talking
about?
about right now, we just talking about general double standards.
Oh, just in general?
Yeah. Right now, I'm about to see if I can show this this clip. I think I just found this clip.
I would say I got no problem with double standards. I think
Yeah, I think most of us men accept them,
Yeah, no, I think it's important. I think we should have.
even the unfavorable ones.
Yeah.
Now, let me see. Is there a zoom? Can I zoom in? Oh no. Oh no. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons, huh? Hitting every.
Yeah,
You see
yeah.
his face?
Who's that, Pink? Oh, Jenny McCarthy?
So they don't let you play the audio?
Nah, it's just him.
No. You see his face? Look,
Yeah, no, he's not acting.
she right. You see his face? She grabbed him. And
Yeah.
then she kisses him. Then she grabs his butt. She grabs his ass. And then she grabs it right there. She grabs his ass.
Nah, nah.
So
I think the main issue was that little choke thing that she was doing, because that's when his face got kind of
Yeah.
scrunched up.
no,
He probably would have been more cool with it if she would have did it a different way. But the fact that she like choked him and kind of almost treated him like a chick from behind.
what I'm saying, what we're talking about is that he got up there and say, "Yo, I feel violated," and the audience was ha 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 ha. Now, had Malcolm Jamal Warner did that to because he was a teenager then, to a teenage female singer, you think the audience would have been like, ha ha ha, that was cute? No, he went to jail that night. They'd have had security tackle him on the stage.
Oh, you mean like if Malcolm Jamal Warner did that? What's her name?
Like a
Selena
teenage,
Gomez, something. What, wasn't she a teenager when she first came out?
yeah, when she first came out, right?
Age famous. It doesn't even matter. Pick any girl. Period.
Yeah, they ain't got to be a teenager.
Right. It ain't even got to be a kid, right? It could be an adult.
Pick. Yo, if it was a little boy, the only time they would accept it if it was another grown man, right? If it was Justin Bieber too, let that happen. They're gonna hang him from a noose.
Yeah, that's all bad right there.
Right. Yep. That is the reality that we live in. Is women the only people that get special treatment and love is babies, women, and puppies.
Yeah. Which is fine. It's just that the
I don't know, man.
hold on. The emasculation of men, it's got to be controlled by men. Like we've got to be able to exercise our authority and force to keep that crap from happening. That's all it is. Because all that stuff stops. But
the thing about it is that if the way, like when you said, the emasculation of men, a lot of what's going on with men and how men become victims is because there are a lot of men that will condemn men for being victims. If an example would be like a dude that has an abusive girlfriend and she be whooping his ass. He's not gonna go tell the police. He's not gonna go tell his friends my woman is whooping my ass, because they gonna because he's gonna be embarrassed. He's gonna feel shamed because of the standard we've set on what masculinity is. So he'll just remain a perpetual victim, because we live in a society to where he'll emasculate himself by admitting that this is happening to him.
So like the men that would emasculate a man for that situation, I would say is emasculating himself. Like,
yeah, they're not critical thinkers.
Yeah, because okay, one, there is a certain aspect of masculinity where you need to stand on business and you need to maintain control of the situation. That's the number one role of a man. Like one of the many roles that we have, but it's a very important role, is that you maintain control of the situation. And if you got to the point where the very person that you chose to be next to you is out of control actively, there's a heavy level of responsibility that's on you for allowing it to continue to happen. Now, does that mean you have to get physical about this? No, it's something we were just talking about the last fights that we got in and what we chose to do. We got the hell out of it. Like
Now,
we're not doing
now
this.
here's another double standard on what you just said right now.
Yeah.
Because like you just said, you know, at some point you got to say, hey, you chose to stay in that situation.
Yeah.
If you say that to a woman that's in an abusive relationship, they're gonna say you're victim blaming.
Guess what? I tell them that all the time. I tell women that all the time. You know he's no good, but you're there because you can't leave. Like, are you locked up? You chained up? What's keeping you there? You're the one person keeping me there. I tell them that all the time. Victim blaming, fine, call it victim. I don't care what you call it. They love making up these terms for common sense.
It's to obfuscate themselves from responsibility.
Someone there beating your ass and you have no chance of beating them back. Get the hell out of there. That's crazy.
Right.
Common sense. I can tell you any wild animal knows that.
Right. The fight or flight. Fight or flight.
So
No, but I promise you that victim blaming shit will come up. It's not that easy to just leave.
Yo, don't get me started with this whole victim blaming, because there's like okay, this is an example. If a woman is out at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, naked, not an ounce of clothes on her, and she gets,
Attacked. Gotcha.
yes. Who's at fault? Not your question, I promise.
That's a tough one.
No, it's not. It's not that. I
It's
promise.
a tough one for me because I think in too many nuances and stuff. I'm a nonlinear thinker.
All right, let me just give you the answer.
You know, from a straightforward thing, it would be like, obviously she's it's her fault because she's naked. But like I said, my brain thinks in nuances. Like, well, how come she can't just be in trouble? Like, why she got to be attacked and not? Oh my God, there's a woman naked. What happened? She might be escaping from somebody that tried to attack her.
No, you had too much context. All that, I didn't add all that. Listen, it's really simple. Can she attack herself?
Oh, absolutely not. She can't attack herself.
So the only person who was at fault is the attacker.
Right.
That is the person that's at fault. Now, does she bear some responsibility for going out at that time dressed the way she is?
If she purposely did it, yes.
What do you mean purposely? Okay, fine. You're
Like I said, I'm a nonlinear thinker. I gotta be literal.
I'm assuming autonomy in this whole process. Okay, not
Okay.
like crazy.
Okay, okay. Boom. That's understood. Okay, autonomy is there. So she chose it. It's 12 o'clock at night. You know what? I feel like being naked outside.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you bear some responsibility for the choices that you made. Now, it's not to say that if you had dressed in a nun outfit and went out in noon, that's what's going to make things safe. But it's a better choice.
Yeah.
Like, you're still responsible.
Right. Because I was gonna say, yeah, they can be dressed like Nanny McPhee. Right. Because they can be dressed like Nanny McPhee, and if somebody is an attacker, he's gonna attack her regardless.
Exactly.
of
So
what
that's
she's
why
wearing.
the fault doesn't change. Whoever did the thing out of line, that's
Mhm.
it. But we can't forget that this world there's plenty of stupid people out here that don't care about rules, don't care about what they're supposed to do. And if they find an opportunity, they will jump on it. women don't like these people, men don't like these people, but there's a small section of the population that don't give a damn. So there is a certain
because they are those people.
say again. You got bad.
I said that small population that don't care usually are those degenerate people.
Exactly. And they tend to hang out at certain times in certain places in certain areas. So choosing to go there, no, whatever happens to you is not your fault, but you have a responsibility to protect yourself all the time. This is something I always
right, and going out. I get what you're saying. Because what you're saying, even though the example you gave me is extreme, I get what you're saying. Because it's like you're going outside at midnight, fully nude. Basically, you're putting yourself in the most vulnerable state you could absolutely be.
Exactly. It's your job to protect you. Why do you have a lock on your front door? People are not supposed to steal your stuff, right? People are not supposed to come in and break into your house, right? So I shouldn't put a lock on the door, right? No, you are responsible for protecting your home. So much so they have stand your ground laws and castle doctrine, which some places are trying to change, which is wild to me. Because you break into my house, you catch a bullet. You catching bullets. You better be there with your catcher's mitt, because you're going to be catching bullets. Y'all good? Here all by myself.
Meech, are you on mute? You talking to somebody else, Meech?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I was like, it looked like Meech is talking, but I can't hear.
No, I was talking to someone else off camera. I don't know if she want to get on camera or not.
Tell her get on camera.
Don't be scared.
I see your shoulder. What's up?
We need a woman's opinion anyway.
Yeah.
We've been having all this man talk all this time. Is that the homegirl?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me show you how old and ugly I done got. These years.
Y'all ain't seen each other that long.
Yeah, look at all that gray.
Yeah. Let me look at the camera.
Check you out.
In my hair, I didn't sweat it out because I work outside, so it'd be hot. Yep.
Getting old.
I'm trying to look at them. I keep forgetting the camera over here because I see y'all on this monitor. I see y'all on this monitor, but the camera is on this monitor, and I'm thinking I'm looking at y'all, looking at I got to look at the camera.
No, it's all good. We get it. Hey, what was one of those things that we definitely needed a woman's opinion on? Because I know we got to wrap up.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
What was one of the things? One of the main things.
I'm gonna give her the one you came up. Make it your fault.
Yeah, no, it was when a woman makes more money than a man, but she still expects him to spend money for pay for everything. Yeah, when it's well established,
pay for everything.
That's what we talked about earlier. When it's well established that she makes considerably more money than a dude, but yet she still is in his pockets. Everything that they do, vacations, all this, they still pay for all of that. But hey, I came up with it only because of the conversation that we was having over the weekend. But no, it wasn't
right.
It was when the conversation that we was having.
Janelle had been kind of.
Well, I didn't want to put his business out there like that, but you know what I'm saying. I was just trying to be a little.
Well, no, he mentioned it on the show a few times. That's the only reason I'm saying it now because he said it on the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just because I know his stuff was hitting more personal. Yeah, but that's what. But to me, when I'm just listening to a story, I was like,
that's why he's so passionate about it.
I get it.
Right, but no. What do you think? Go ahead, so we can have a woman's opinion.
All right, so what's your opinion on it? Go ahead and take a seat.
mind. Speak your mind.
Yeah, let me. Okay, so y'all want to hear my opinion
Yes,
on that?
yes.
Okay.
Or you know, not necessarily your opinion.
So
We was wondering why that mindset. Like, why do so many women have that mindset that even though it's like, hey, you clearly, you know,
We came up to our conclusions.
Can you hear me?
probably not.
Tim?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we was basically saying when you clearly, as a woman, when you clearly got it, right?
Mhm.
And you clearly, like both of y'all have the understanding that she has a better financial foundation than he does.
Okay.
But why is the expectation still for him to pay for everything?
I'm sorry. Can you first tell if you agree or disagree?
No, do I agree or disagree?
Yeah, if you agree with that concept or disagree with it.
It depends. I would just say it depends. So, I mean, if she's making a significant amount of money than he is, then no, I don't agree with the fact that he should still be paying for everything. I don't. If she's making good money like that, then why? I mean, either she can help him build his income up so that he's making the same amount she's making, or she can just pay for everything. I mean, or the majority of everything, because if she's making that much money, then yeah, he shouldn't have to spend all that money because she has it all. So why
Okay, so now to answer his question, why do you think so many women have that attitude?
I can't speak for all women, so I don't know. I can only speak for myself.
But you've been a woman all your life.
I have, but at the same, I mean,
Well, most
maybe,
of your life, you was a girl at one point.
I would just say maybe it would. I don't know. Maybe it's just coming from the fact that a woman probably feels like the man should be the provider. So, I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of. Or greedy. I mean, what else can it be?
Which I would say that I don't think that the woman should pay for everything just because she makes more money. But what I will say is that she should have the consideration to contribute from time to time and just understand, like, okay,
Yeah.
I got considerably more assets and finances than he do.
Right.
So it won't hurt to at the bare minimum contribute.
Absolutely.
We talking about women who literally just sit there with their arms folded, like, dude, handle that.
Yeah, no,
Knowing
that's
that
wrong.
they in a position
Yeah.
way beyond the dude that they date.
Yeah, I think
And-
that's wrong, and it kind of puts him in a certain position.
Yeah,
what I
and
mean?
literally depleting all of his funds.
But keep it hers.
Exactly.
Now this is something, but this is something.
Go ahead.
But this
Tim.
is another thing. This is another thing you got to factor in. There's been a long generation upon generation of women being taught, don't take care of no man.
True.
And so that mentality also has to be factored into that too. That lesson was taught to women. You get your stuff together. You don't take care of no grown ass man. You don't have no grown man laying up in your house. And you know what I mean?
But see, that's a whole different
Sitting
thing,
around
because
not
then
doing-
that's like saying he doesn't have money to take care of himself. But if he has his own income, he has money, and she's just making more money than he's making, he's clearly capable of taking care of himself. So he's not just laying around
But
not
that's,
doing
it's the
anything.
mentality. But that's why I said it's the mentality. Is because they've been trained that from young, and once that is instilled into them, it carries on into adulthood. So
No, I can agree with that to a certain extent.
you're not a real man. You ain't no real man if I gotta pay this and you want me to pay. You ain't no real man. A real man would do this, and a real man would this, and a real man, and you see what I'm saying?
Mhm. I mean, I was raised like that too. So I mean, I'm just saying. But not only just by my mom. Like I've been told that by my grandfather, like my dad, my uncles. Like I was raised like that. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that I'm that way. Like I do, I mean, I'm not just gonna.
Well, we're not. It's not It's not personalized to you.
Right? Yeah, of course not. But I'm giving you my opinion. That's still my opinion, whether it's personalized or not.
Right.
Now, I apologize if this is personal. I do have another question. If you're not comfortable, you don't have to answer.
Oh no, I'm good.
But before I ask that, are you guys like together, or are you just friends?
Huh?
Are you just friends with Meech? Or? So,
We're friends.
okay, never mind. I'm not gonna ask a question.
You being nosy though.
What was the question? What did we ask?
He
I
asked
did
what
it first. I backed up.
Oh, yeah, mind your business.
Nah,
you heard him say, mind your
Yeah, I told you.
That's what I heard. He said, I heard you said one thing, but my ears heard mind your business. That's funny.
We good. Yeah, man.
Who asked that?
Whoever has the blue shirt on. What's your name?
Oh, that's
Maurice.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was Tim that said that. Okay.
No, Tim.
Yeah, when I said mind
No.
your business, I was talking to Tim. I thought he said that.
No, Tim.
I'm,
Oh, yeah. No, we friends.
no, I'm saying we today. She came late.
I left the parking lot. I'm down the street. I'm
That's
gone.
on
Yeah.
my
Yeah, I thought that
Bluetooth
was
is
it.
dying.
What'd you say?
Huh?
Oh, just check it. You know what I mean?
You good too?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody call my name?
Yeah, no, everything went quiet, so that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Jonell just couldn't get right tonight, huh?
Yeah, he be having an issue. I don't know what's going on with his stuff. He don't have that issue when he's on his laptop. But I think he was having migraines and stuff anyway.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't have been in it anyway. Because I know when your head hurting,
Right.
you ain't think about too much of nothing else. I
Yeah,
know.
your head hurts. It's a wrap. We got a headache and a toothache.
Tell the man up. I got a migraine right now. I'm here.
Yeah, headache and a toothache, man. That's them
Nah, I
will
don't.
get you every time.
Oh, that's a double whammy. What you say?
Yeah, two things on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a double whammy right there.
Rest up. Take your meds, bro. Take your meds.
Oh, let me turn the camera off.
My Bluetooth is dying. I'm trying to be in this kitchen and make my kids something to eat, and
It's still over here multitasking.
yeah, but yeah, Tennille, man, you gonna when your days you available, we can set up some other shows too. I mean,
She just stepped off real quick.
oh, okay, because I walked away. I'm in the kitchen. But I was gonna say, we be needing women on the panel sometime.
That's always the thing, you know, like men value opinion from women.
What'd you say? You said men got more opinions than women?
No, men value opinions from women.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we want to hear that perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Especially real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like real, true opinions, not just some politically correct opinion. Like I want to hear the true opinion.
Yeah, it helps us kind of frame that world
Yeah.
we're looking for.
So,
You know,
so if your opinion really is like, no, hell no, all y'all men should be paying for everything. Like we want to know.
well, no, I want to hear that one too because I want to hear where that came from.
Exactly.
Right? You got to hear the bad stuff so you know what to avoid.
Yeah, but the one thing that I don't like those girls, women, the ones that'll never hold women accountable to anything. The man is always the problem. The man is the source of everything that ever went wrong in a woman's life through all of history. And
Yeah, no, I mean they're problematic. But
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
read the screen. Read the screen.
I'll read it. Since you're in the top.
Hold on, let me come around there real quick.
I gave my answer. I don't know if I have to say it again.
Since we are in the topic, oh, my son is learning by watching me.
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to run through it again. I mean, I can make it shorter.
I think. Hey, Tim, is it still on the screen? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's still on the screen. Cause I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen trying to get food cooked.
Can you see it?
Oh, you look up on the screen, Squinting.
It says, since we're on topic, how are you going to teach your sons when it comes to 50-50 in relationships? And I said, my son see me. I roll.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't view 50-50 from a monetary lens. Like a lot of people only view 50-50 as a monetary lens. I view it as I'm gonna do my part, you do your part.
Mhm.
When I get up in the morning at 5:30 in the morning, everybody sleep. I leave. My wife gets my kids up. She takes them to school and all that. That's her doing her part. That's priceless. I can't put a monetary value to that. You know what I'm saying? And then when I come home from work, she's getting ready to go to work, and then when it's school time, I'm doing homework with them. I'm getting dinner ready. I'm making sure they take showers and putting them to bed. You see what I'm saying? To me, that's a 50-50 the way I interpret 50-50.
Yeah,
And-
but most of the topic or the debate is really monetarily. And the way I look at 50-50 monetarily is if it's necessary to go 50-50, meaning that both of y'all making 50 grand a year and y'all pooling y'all money together to have a better life, then cool. Go 50-50. As long as you know that 50-50 comes with everything else too. Y'all both cooking, y'all both taking care of the kids, y'all both washing clothes. Like, to me, all of that comes into play if we're talking strictly monetarily, right? But if I, as the man, make significantly more money than the woman, then I'm not going to do 50-50. Monetarily, I'm not going to do 50-50. But at the same time, kind of like what you said, Tim, there should be things there should be value that she's adding to my life in other ways also, to where it's just not 100% taken care of. Because every woman that I've ever been in a serious relationship with, I've taken care of financially 100%, except for one, which she just happened to catch me at a low, and we both made it work. She actually made more money than me for like the first 4 years of our relationship, and we made it work. We did what we had to do until, finally the tables turned.
And that's when you wanted to leave. No, just play. I just play.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say, Tim?
No, I was just playing. I was like, oh, when the tables turn.
No, I still didn't hear what you said though.
You still can't hear me?
You cut
You
it
came
out.
in kind of staticky.
Oh, my Bluetooth is dying.
I can hear you clear now.
You hear me clear now?
Yeah, speak.
That's great. No, I was joking. I said when you said the tables turned.
As soon as you start talking, you sound like you're about 100 yards away from the mic.
What about now?
No.
100 yards away.
Yeah, my Bluetooth is dying.
Yeah, you sound far away from the mic. You sound like you in the kitchen and the computer in the office.
All right, you hear me now?
No, it's worse.
Even worse.
It's like a bad mechanic. How's it sound now? Worse.
Yeah, exactly. It's even worse. You don't ever try to just use your built-in mic on the computer, because it seems like y'all never have a problem hearing me, and I'm just using my mic on the computer.
He's over there with low tech world. Everything working.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
All right, what about now?
Okay, I can hear you now.
All right, okay. So what I was saying is, I was joking because you was like, she made more than you up until a point, and then the tables turned, and I made a joke like, oh, when the tables turn, that's when you was like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
No, that's not what happened at all. Yeah, nah.
I appreciate you for helping me get on. I
I
appreciate you for helping me get on my feet.
Like, all right.
but now I'm finna go get a white girl. No.
Be like, adios.
Tim out here making enemies, yo. He making enemies.
Like, I appreciate you. Like,
now I'm
nah,
finna
that
go
was
get a
a
white
foul.
girl. Nah, I'm just playing.
All right,
Honestly,
we wrap
The
it up.
whole 50-50 thing, I think, is fundamentally feminine. Like, I think the whole like straight 50-50, split everything half. For me, that setup is fundamentally feminine. The whole concept of everybody does everything, I think it's fundamentally feminine. Because when men get together in any type of coalition, and they have to divvy up tasks, there's certain jobs that everybody needs to be expected to do. I get that, but there's a strategic benefit in ensuring that each man is positioned in a place where they can maximize their greatest strength. So that way you're getting the benefit of that person's strength without overloading that person with responsibilities that he's not great. So like, and this is the concept of having roles. Like there's a role that men play that are, but if they're brought down or just overdrawn or over being used in another capacity that is not their strength, now you have energy that's being redirected away from something that they could be doing that will make a greater impact, right? So now you can, there's some typical male roles and female roles, fine, but it doesn't have to fit that way exactly all the time. Literally, you can look at the situation. If someone's better at cooking, why are we having the person that doesn't cook well cook? It sounds insane, right? If one of them is better at putting the kids to bed, why are we having the one that struggles and the kids don't go to bed until 1 o'clock in the morning? It doesn't make sense. Yes, ideally you should be able to do that, and part of being in a relationship or being human is growing. So that means strengthening your weaknesses. But in the same sense, why it doesn't make sense to apply someone with a strength in an area where they're weak. That don't make sense.
Okay, so what you're saying is don't add extra stuff to the plate to the man in areas that he's weak in.
Same thing with the woman, right? There's a lot of these women out here. What's the number one complaint that's on these internets? Is these women doing everything after they go do a full-time job, then they gotta go home and do all the housework, and right? Mm-hmm. The reason she's complaining is because she probably should be at home and not working so goddamn much. She's got too much on her goddamn plate because she's stepping outside of her role. Where usually they're in a situation where the man's working, he's making enough money to take care of it, but for some reason she wants some level of autonomy, which is not a bad thing to want that. But if it comes at the sacrifice of the goal and the mission of the house, who you trying to be autonomous for? Because he's given up a certain level of autonomy, right? But that's expected. But it's also expected for the woman in the relationship to give a certain level of her autonomy as well, to be able to function well together. Y'all be like abandoning me. That's good. Don't do that.
No, I'm still here. I'm still listening too.
There's a reason I do my own streaming shows. I can't just sit here and talk to a camera. I can't do it.
Yeah. No. My bad, man. My bad.
All my anxiety up and everything. Don't do that.
Where did the host go? He didn't disappear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just back on us, bro.
I've been saying I was trying to get dinner ready for the kids.
Oh, you making us some Thai ramen?
Damn, that's rough, bro.
I'm just kidding.
Over there picking up
Man, I wish they would eat Thai ramen.
If I didn't know how healthy it was, man, Thai ramen sounds delicious.
Yeah, that top ramen got that sirloin steak in it. Don't worry.
Man, I used to love me some Thai ramen. But all right, Tim, we reaching the 2 hour mark. We wrapping up.
Yeah.
I gotta keep running back and forth. Yeah, we about to hit the 2-hour mark. I want to say thanks you to Maurice for popping in, and
Hey, we need more of you, Maurice, man.
Yeah, you know, we on the West Coast and he in Central Time, so it's a little later for him than us.
Oh, is that a Timberwolves thing that I see, or is that a Mavericks?
Oh shoot. Man. Oh shoot. Hold on.
I can't see it.
Oh no.
I still can't see it. Okay.
Yeah, that
So, okay. So that's the conversation we can have next time about what the Mavs is doing.
He looking to spar. All right, let's go, bro. Just start
Yeah,
fight.
that's something I don't know nothing about. Y'all gonna be talking Chinese to me.
That's crazy.
'Cause I don't watch sports.
Yeah,
I gotta go check this food again.
All right, so we can
Yeah, let's wrap up.
yeah, we can wrap up, man.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and tell them your socials and where they can find you.
My socials out.
Yeah, my social, man. I'm at the crib. Yeah, I ain't got no social
You
media.
can
followers.
find me on the Average
Maxi
Black
Music?
Man Show. That's where you can find me.
No more Maxi music.
Yeah, see, there's a reason I didn't say it, but this dude stopped. So you can find me on the Average Black Man Show occasionally. That's where you can find me.
Yeah, you can find me chilling at the house.
Right. No
I
big
just,
difference.
on TikTok, I had a you know what I'm saying, I don't even know what the heck my name is on there because I don't even be on there like that. So but all right.
I appreciate everybody for coming on.
Until
Check
next
us out.
week.
Check us out every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And love, peace, and hair grease.
All right.
It's the Average Black Man Show, talking about everything you need to know. Sometimes things may get a little heated, but these conversations are needed to help the community heal and grow. It's the Average Black Man Show, talking about everything you need to know. Sometimes things may get a little heated, but these conversations are needed to help the community heal and grow. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel.